There's only one god behind all the ancient gods and all the planets. Almost all. I'm trying to cover it up. We start with the sun. If we go to Egypt, we're gonna see the one-eyed king. Oops, I'm sorry. And the one-eyed king is Lucifer, and we all know it. Period. That was the sun. Sun Ra. Sunrise and sunset comes from Egypt. We move forward to the next item, which is Mercury. And Mercury, behind Mercury, there's an ancient symbol. It's called Caduceus. We find it in the ancient Greece. Let's go find it. This is the Greek god Mercury, and you can see he's blowing the flute. Check it out. An air instrument. Who had that? But yes, he is holding the Caduceus in the left hand. Can you see it? It's two snakes. It's the stick with the two snakes. And he is the messenger of God. This is Mercury. You know where you find the Caduceus? Wait a second. Surprise, surprise. There you go. This is the Caduceus. Two snakes and the stick. Wow, this is Baphomet. That's what I'm saying. It's only this guy behind all the other gods. It's a joke. The whole thing is a joke. Looking good. That was Mercury. Let's move forward to Venus. I think we're gonna stick to the Greek mythology. Beautiful. What you're gonna notice here is the breasts. And keep that in mind. Remember those two. This is also what we call Virgin Mary, right? I think so. Holy cow. There's Baphomet again. What do you find here? 1, 2. Do you remember them now? Is this Virgin Mary? What if it is? Yes? And listen, in my country actually, Venus, planet Venus is a male actually, and it's called Lucifer. Lucifer. And we call Lucifer for Venus, but Lucifer is Lucifer. So Lucifer is the same word almost. There you go. And this is exactly the same. It's one in the same. It's a male, it's a female, it's the biggest shapeshifter of them all. Alright, we move forward to Earth. I think I'm gonna just jump over Earth, and we know a lot about Mars again. So I'm gonna go now and talk about Mars, god of war, still ancient Greece, right? I'm not digging into other cultures. You probably find it all the way to India. But this is god of war. Mars, god of war. He's more destruction. It is. So I still believe it's the same god. A god of hatred, of destruction. Evil. It's evil behind each one of them. Still believe it's Lucifer. Or whatever. There's so many names. You just can't stop. And from Mars we move forward to Jupiter. Jupiter is Zeus, right? He's the big boy. Alright. Now this is Zeus, alright. Yeah, it's a god of lightning, just like the other, at least the last planets in the solar system. They have these lightning storms and whatever. We've been told. You're gonna see again, related to war, to destruction, that vulture symbol. It's everywhere. From Russian flag to USA to Roman Empire to you name it. It's everywhere. Alright? Also a god of destruction, if you ask me. Here we move back to Saturn. We know a lot about Saturn. It's a worldwide religion behind Saturn. The Saturn cult. It's everywhere, literally. You ask me why, I don't know. It must be something important. But let's get to 2-3 pieces so we can refresh our memory. Well, in India, ancient India, Saturn is Shiva. Shiva has what the most important piece of it is, of course, is the snake, the moon, but the fork, you know the fork is a very, very important piece in this puzzle right now. You know who else is having the fork? That's right, the horn guy. Yeah. It's the same good old guy behind everything. And in Greece, there you go, is the god that ate his own children. It's a metaphor because it's about the flood. It's about all these catastrophes coming. It's a metaphor to it. He's killing all the living to restart. It's restarting the system, the cycle. It's a god of all cycles, god of harvest, but also the death itself. Because when you look at this piece right here, another piece of the puzzle, same old guy. Wait, ho 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 is the same good old guy, so death itself is the same guy. Forward to Uranus. We should also remember that all these three pieces, they have actually rings. Not anybody knows it. We only know about Saturn's rings. Uranus has also rings. Let's go to the mythology and stuff. So here's a little story about it. In the Greek mythology, the giants were a tribe of 100 giants born of Gaia the Earth. Some say their father was Tartarus the Hell Pit. Others that they were born from the blood of the castrated Uranus. But Uranus is Uranus. You understand what I mean? At the instigation of Gaia, they made war. So this is, again, related to the Hell Pit, related to giants, bad stuff. Next in line is Neptune. I think we all know Neptune. Huh? Who, me? Are you talking to me? Again and again, a god of the abyss. Who's having the fork? The devil. You see lightnings? Yes, you do. The abyss is the oceans, right? They go deep down. And we see that fork over and over and over again. Because it's the same God. It's the same God. From the sun to the last one, it's the same God. And here, of course, Neptune is a nice guy. Right? Look how beautiful the whole thing is, and it's innocent again. It's the same old guy with the fork. It's only one guy with the fork, and we all know it. And now we end the show with, of course, the smallest of them all, is Pluto. See what is that? It's the latest planet discovered, right? So we went on Wikipedia, and of course, the coincidence is just astonishing. The name Pluto is named after the god of the underworld. Probably Hades, right? It was proposed by Venetia Burney, 1918 to 2009. And she was interested in classical mythology. Oh no. So you see, god of the underworld, what is that? Isn't it the same god we're talking about here? So, in translation, when I look upon this puzzle right here, and I put it all together, there is not many gods. It is not the gods. It is only one. Right? The biggest shapeshifter, the biggest liar, and yeah, all the rest of the story, you know it. I think it's a huge discovery, of course. The story never told. The story never told. Only on my channel. This is a huge discovery. I mean, you go from one to the next, to the next, to the next. There is elements that point out to the same character over and over again. What's going on? But here it is. The truth and nothing but the truth. So help me and myself. But I share. That's how it is.